Hello everybody, welcome back to NTX Aviation. Today, this is our first unboxing ever, so it's quite a big box. It's about 2 feet by 2 feet maybe like 2 feet by 1.5 feet. It's giant, I can't fit it all on camera, but it is from the Alaska Airlines company store, so we'll open this thing up real quick here. Sorry, my desk is a mess right now. Let's open this bad boy up. We are expecting 3 models that are all Alaska Airlines. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright guys, so 1, 2, and 3. Y'all can see that one. So, we have 3 models today. First, over here on the left, right here, we have an Alaska 737 MAX 9 and the West Coast Wonders. In the middle, we have the 737-900ER with the our commitment livery, and on the far right, we have the Boeing 737-800 honoring those who served. So, let's get these out of their wrapping. It does look like they opened them up. It's probably for like customs or something if they had opened them for. I haven't unboxed a 1 to 400 scale model since like 2018 maybe. So yeah, this is it's not new for me, but it's something I haven't done in a while. I'm hearing some wobbling in that one, so I'm gonna start with the 737 MAX real quick though. Open the flap here. The model's looking good. We have the information card here. Pause if you want to read this, but it shows simple information and stuff. But here is the model. Give it a good view. And let's get straight into this. It's looking good. And it's beautiful. So here we have, let's check the stabilizers, wings. Perfect. It's a little warm because it's just out here in the Texas heat, but here is our model today. So here's the Alaska 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders livery. I get my toothpick I'm using. So I'm going to be using this toothpick right here. This is my pointer. I'll zoom in real quick for y'all so y'all can see. Sorry, the camera may be a little bad. I'm just using my phone. Starting up. Oops, sorry. It's not focusing. There we go. Starting up here, we have the nose. So Gemini Jets does the 737s a lot better than NG, I think. But the nose looks pretty good. Looks like a 737. It's a little taller than the older ones. And then it says West Coast Wonders and a Boeing under it, I believe. No, it actually says Boeing MAX 9 on it. Can't really see too much because the navy is really dark. We got some good L1 door details. It says West Coast Wonders right here. Sorry, my hand is shaking really bad. Got the Alaska logo right here. Looking at the landing gear, it looks pretty proportional. I think the gear doors are a little long. You can look at the front of the model. I believe it's pretty wide as well. Yeah, that main gear does look pretty wide. It also looks kind of twisted, unfortunately, but not too bad. The back wheels roll really well. And yeah. So the only thing that I'm going to take away from Gemini here is that front wheel. It's stuck and it's really wide. It's pretty common on the Maxes, but here's the Alaska logo. Looks pretty good. Got some little things up here. Have our emergency exits right over here. And there's no gap, which is good. Got our aerials, our antennas, those are on good. Our Wi-Fi box here. Yeah, as you see, the wheels are starting to come in about halfway down. The wings and engines look really well here. As you can see, here's the engine. I believe they're the CFM. I forget exactly what they are. They might be LEAP engines. I think they use LEAP engines on the 737 Maxes, but I'm not completely sure what type. Winglets look really good here. Good effort there. To the back of the plane, the wheels kind of swoop up and down. Registration's November 932 Alpha Kilo. USA flag, obviously it's Alaska. Then we got our L2 door, unless you count the emergency exits as L2 and 3, I'm not completely sure. The navy blue here fades into this blue watercolor. It fades actually really well. You can barely notice where the picture is at. You have a real picture of a whale right here. Looking at the other side of the model, basically the same. Cargo doors down here. You can't really see them though because it's so dark. Our one door emergency exits, it's the same as the other side. Here's the top of the model. Just my camera. Here's the top of the model. Here's the bottom. As you see, there's still some nice blue in there. But look at that main gear, or not main gear, the forward gear. See how it's kind of slanted, and look how wide that thing is. It's not that big of a deal, but it's definitely something I would have liked to have. Nice, but overall, this is probably like an 8.5 out of 10. It's just that gear. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. But overall, they did really good otherwise. And yeah. The Alaska Boeing 737-900ER and our commitment livery, or do what is right, however you want to call it. But yeah, let's just get straight into this one. Same thing on the flap. There's the model. It looks to be backwards, but overall, it's looking pretty good. And there we go. No missing aerials. Wings are intact. Nothing's in the box. Sweet. Let's check to make sure they're all in there. Oh. Maybe that's normal though. But look at this wobble that I found, guys, on the wings. Look to be good though. Look at this wobble on the zoom in a little, guys. Look how much this thing wobbles. See that, guys? It's on both sides as well. So that's one thing I would like to say. These horizontal stabilizers are very delicate, it looks to be. They're wobbling a little bit. Maybe they're just using a different material. But let's just start off overall with the aircraft. Once again, it's basically the same for the cockpit up here. Nice windows. L1 door. I believe that one says our commitment right there. I cannot see it. It is so tiny. Like, you have to have like supervision to see that. And I'm also looking through my screen most of the time. You have the time is always right to do what is right. Wording right over here. Get that in frame. And we have the different people with the ethnic groups and stuff. Then we have the UNICEF or whatever it's called. UINCF. Right there, because this is, I think it's like sponsored or something. So you have the emergency exits right here. And here's the plug door right here. I can't remember if I saw a plug door on the last one. Oh no, there's also a plug door on the last one, okay. So this one has a plug door as well. Up top we have the aerials, a beacon, a SATCOM or Wi-Fi, whatever it is. Another aerial thing. And coming back here, it's really nice winglets right here. The little bear, I believe that is. It's either a bear or a lion that's printed. Good engines. And here's the rear L2 door, whatever it is. Registration is November. I cannot see that. Let's look at the box real quick. Sorry, I cannot see it. November 492 Alpha Sierra. So that's the registration. It's really hard to see when it's under here. So that's good. Moving over to the other side here. Basically the same. This gray is a lot lighter on camera. It's a lot darker in person. R1 door. And basically the same, or not the same words, excuse me. It says education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Basically just talking about like how education can do whatever. Aerial, Wi-Fi, SATCOM, whatever it is. And the aerial on the rear, or radar antenna, what are you gonna call it? Okay, the engine, same thing. There's a bear on the back of them, or the back of the winglets right here. Plug door, it goes through all the different ethnic groups of people right here. So as you can see, it not fades, but it just like changes towards the back. Already went over that plug door, and then the R2 door. And that's all for this model. I can show you all the top real quick. So here's the top. Here's the bottom. Looking good. The gears are moving, unlike the one. Ooh, it does look like some gears are crooked though. Look at the positioning of these gears. One of them is more forward than the other one. That's completely fine though. It's not too big of a deal. There is a little bit of wing flex though, because it looks to be, yeah, look at that wing flex. It kind of pulls the gears inward. Not that bad, but I would have liked better, but it's all good. Not the end of the world. All right, guys, right now we are 2 for 2 on the boxes. This one, a little bit of sliding. I'm hoping that's just the little thing inside of it, but we'll have to see. So here is Alaska Airlines 737-800, and this is in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. I believe that's the exact name. Might be different, but here's the CGI in the box. I haven't really gone over the box, so we will right now. So, I mean, pretty simple if you've unboxed one of these before. You know what it is. It says as real as it gets. Some information. Pause to read if you'd like. License. So, here's the flap. Right here, 737-800. You can pause to read this as well. Alright, here's the plane. Looking good. Let's get opening this thing. Oh, there we go. Alright. This one's just rolled backwards. I'm guessing they're either... These were domestically, so I wouldn't think they would have to open these for customs or anything, 'cause obviously I don't think they use customs for domestic. It's usually international, or at least for passengers. This thing's on there well. Hold on. There we go. And we grab our paper right by the tail. Check the stabilizers. Yeah, it's the same thing with the stabilizers on these ones. Pretty loose. No wobble. Oh, look at that nose. Ooh, what the heck? It kind of like droops a little. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take points off of that. And look at this nose gear as well on the 800. That's terrible detail, man. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with the plane though, so I'm glad that the plane's all good. I never knew the plane would, like, I've heard bad things about the 747 from Alaska, or not from Alaska, from Gemini Jets, so. But, yeah, here's the plane. Obviously, oops, that's a tag for something. I'm not sure how I feel about this plane. Like, I love the livery, just the quality and effort I see. This nose looks a little bit droopy, I have to admit, to be honest. I'll grab a 700 since they're basically, this is a 2016 release, I believe. But look at how much see how the nose kind of goes up? Like the real 737. This one kind of like almost droops. You see that? Towards like the tip right here. Kind of droops. But, and then that nose gear's terrible, man. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, I believe there's only one aerial, correct? Okay. All right, let's get straight into this though. So starting at the front, obviously, it's really unfortunate. That nose looks kind of goofy. We have this little honoring those serve. I believe that's what it says. Yeah, it's a little emblem with like 5 gold stars. It looks like white on the camera, but they're gold. Over here, we got the L1 door aircraft, like names for whatever. There's no One World decal, but that's just like real life. Gear doors are huge, fortunately. Terrible nose shape, I have to mention it again. Detail on the nose gear, it's literally nothing. Once again, I have to take my 700 from a couple years ago. Look at that nose gear, see how there's actually detail in that? That's a smaller plane, so I don't know why they shouldn't be able to do it on that 800. But whatever at this point. Moving on, we have the Alaska symbol, and it's gray, so it kind of like blends in almost with the white. Honoring those who serve. Beautiful engines, they have like those 5 lines going down them. Beautiful work on the engines, winglets. This is like what made me buy this aircraft. These winglets are beautiful, man. Got our aerial emergency exit doors, Wi-Fi box right there. Moving back, no plug door, it's 800, so there's almost enough passengers. Registration's November 5-7, Oscar Alpha Sierra, USA flag. Then 3 blank windows in the back that were painted over. Good wing details. Have to go in that. All 3 planes have had really good wing details. And a little emblem in the back as well. Pretty cool. Then the Alaska bear. I believe it's a bear or a lion. Or no, it's actually a person, I believe. Whatever it is, I think it's a person. Moving over to the right side, R1 door. Here we got the emblem, good cockpit detail on the windows. And then basically the same honoring those who serve, Alaska, some, I believe those are lightning discharge ports right there. And there's a couple pitot tubes up here, but my iPhone camera cannot capture them very well. So let me get an inner look at the winglet here. So it looks the same as the outside, just a little bit. Like if you're sitting here, it's just like the red is a little bit higher, but it kind of blends good on the edge. That made no sense, I'm sorry. Emergency exit doors onto the emergency escape arrows. I think that's a pad, but I'm not sure. We've got the aerial in the box with the beacon light. Y'all can see that a little bit. Registration, R2 door, or R4 if you count the emergency exits. And that, I believe that's a person, one of the Alaskan Native people. And then we got their baggage doors. You can't really see it on the side, but it's there. Quick look at the top of the aircraft here. So looking good. Bottom of the aircraft. Okay, gears are straight this time. And perfect. The front one does not roll. The rear ones, only one of them rolls, unfortunately. Overall, it's probably like an 8.5 as well. Maybe even a 7.5, to be honest. It's just that it's just not very good compared to like previous and other 37 models. But I'm gonna line up today's models. Alright guys, so here's a look at all the models we unboxed today. So we have the 737 MAX 9 West Coast Wonders for Alaska. All these are Alaska. Our commitment, 737-900ER. And over here at the end, we have a 737-800 honoring those who serve. Thank you all for watching. I'll have another unboxing video on a United MAX 8. I believe it's a MAX 8. It's on the Being United Together livery. And that should be out in maybe like a week or so. I'll also have a 3 model unboxing just like this one with some other models that you'll have to wait to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.